call this meeting of the South Redford Board of Education together at 6:31. May we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Secretary, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Amanda Flesher.
Present.
Lori Hicks.
Present.
Misha Early.
Present.
Cheryl Flesher.
Present.
Daniel Winston. Present. Anthony Johnson. Absent. And we got Miss Shirley Tolliver.
Present. Next item on the agenda is the approval of agenda. Are there any corrections to the agenda? There are none. The agenda will be as written. Next item on the agenda is the superintendent communications.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Bob.
thank you, Madam President. Congratulations are in order to both Tara Emmendorfer as well as Alexandra McBroom. Both are teachers over at Fisher Elementary School. Miss Emmendorfer is a first grade teacher and Miss McBroom is a fifth grade teacher. And congratulations are in order to the two of them for being recognized as part of the 30 Under 30 by the Michigan Reading Association. So thanks to their effort, Fisher continues to make strides when it comes to early literacy. So congratulations to our two teachers from Fisher Elementary School. Also, congratulations are in order to the boys varsity basketball program, who clinched the conference division title on Friday night over Robichaud. And so congratulations to the boys varsity basketball program, and good luck to the program on Wednesday night as we begin district play. We don't quite know who we will be playing just quite yet, but that will be determined on Wednesday. So best of luck to the boys varsity basketball program. And then also a special reminder for those that are in the audience tonight, as well as for members of the Board of Education, we have our annual Black History Evening celebration tomorrow night over at Vandenberg Elementary School. The board has those details, and then certainly information is circulating in the public for those that may be interested, followed by Wednesday evening programming that's taking place over at Jefferson Elementary School. So for members of the audience, as well as the Board of Education, for those that would like to come out, please feel free to do so. Both will be wonderful events, as they often are, and we have some special speakers as well as programming that is lined up in place for both Tuesday as well as Wednesday. And that concludes my communications this evening, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Bob. Next item on the agenda is board communications. Are there any? I have a couple. The Wayne County Association of School Boards will have a general meeting on this Thursday, February the 26th. 5:45 to 8 p.m. And we have some good things for us to talk about, discuss, and we have great speakers. So we would like as many board members to attend as possible. It's going to be at Wayne Risa, 33500 Van Born. We also have a CBA 315 class that will be on March the 15th. And we also have a CBA class that will be sponsored by the Wayne County 370. And that will be on March the 21st. So if you guys would like to attend either one of those classes, let Chris know and he'll schedule it for you. That's it. Next item on the agenda is comments from the audience. Topics related to the agenda,
None.
there are none. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do I have a board member willing to adopt the consent agenda?
To the chair,
Yes.
I'd like to move the adoption of the following resolution, please.
Do I have a support?
Support.
It's been moved by Mrs. Fletcher and supported by Mrs. Hicks. All in favor?
Aye.
6 ayes. Are there any nays? 0 nays. Resolution adopted. Next item on the agenda is, there is the report from the SREA, SROPA, and SRF. There will be no report from the SREA. There will be a report from Seropa by Mrs. Monica Kincaid.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, I have some notes here from each of the elementaries, the middle school, and from, of course, Thurston, and student services. Sue Hunter at Student Services says that she's finalized the pre-ID for students for the My Access assessment and placed initial orders for those materials. The spring count window is open, and that's for all the schools, so they're all busy making sure everything, they have everything they need from the teachers, and for her, for getting IEPs, and they're all working closely with Amy Wishow to finalize the count. And then she says her department is sad to see Mike Kanda from Fisher leave the district. His shoes will be tough to fill. And then from Adams, they are recently wrapping up their iReady testing. They're also finalizing the school-wide fundraiser they had a couple of weeks ago with Double Good Popcorn. The winning class for most sales and for the second year in a row was Miss Kunick's kindergarten class. The proceeds will go towards student incentives and citizenship, teacher appreciation lunches, and other school activities. And their PTO sponsored a family movie night on Friday, February 6th, showing Bad Guys 2. Vandenberg and Vandy, they're finishing up the related tasks to the recovery project, doing a bit of decorating, and that's in the Library Media Center, checking out lots of beautiful books. They're also in the early stages of working on projects for the Black History Celebration, which is on February 24th. Then at Jefferson, the Jefferson office has had a great beginning of the school year. Having Kyla Page as our principal this year has truly been a blessing. Kyla came into the school this year with the motto New Beginnings and Strong Foundations, with the goal of building the culture and climate at Jefferson back up. She is already exceeded this goal, and continues to be an amazing principal role model to our students and an overall bright light at Jefferson. The office has been busy, as always, with different fundraisers, getting ready for 5th grade camp, and lots of bank deposits and much more. There have been many struggles so far this year, but we are facing them as a team from all angles, and that all stems from Kyla. The atmosphere is completely different, and we are still getting used to some changes, but everything has improved for the better. And then finally, Thurston, I believe Thurston for last, Pierce. They said Pierce, the students are excited about starting the second semester. They've had several students making the honor roll for first semester. They recognize their hard work, and they'll be given a free pizza certificate courtesy of Raphael's Pizza. The wrestling team and girls basketball seasons have kicked off to a great start, so come out and support them. And the 8th grade students will be going to the Detroit Public Theater to see The Mountaintop in honor of Black History Month. And then lastly, but not last, but Thurston, Jason mentioned the boys basketball team, and I also want to recognize the girls bowling team, which was undefeated and led the WEC conference. They also had an undefeated competition play throughout the season. You said that. Oh, and they also, the record of the boys basketball claimed the Township Cup from Rutherford Union. Our bands and choirs are busy preparing for festival that take place in early March. With preparations for the spring musical Shrek is underway. The cast and crew are working diligently to bring the show to life. And come on out and see Shrek. Staff and students are working through Khan Academy to prepare students' testing, which will take place in April. And preparations for graduation have already started.
Already?
Already.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The foundation by Miss Kathy.
Good evening. So good to see everybody tonight.
Good evening.
Good. So tonight I would like to report the first one that we do, the foundation. We have begun our grant applications for teacher grants for the district. Lorna and I, we went out to each and every school last week to visit our champions and to update them with their duties and what their expectations are of the foundation. And it was really good. We went up to each school. It took us the whole entire day, and we still was able to do our foundation meeting at noon. Only one issue I will bring up that we ran into at Pierce is that one of the champions feels as though they were being left out. So I want to explain that to the board. It's not that no one is being left out. We just have a certain budget that we're starting with for 26-27 year. As the year come along, we will be adding more groups to it. So we're starting with teacher grants and things of that nature. Then we'll move on to like the secretaries and bus drivers and things of that nature. But right now, although some of the champions are not in that category, they express their concern of really not wanting to be a champion if they weren't included in that. So of course I had to make another side visit to back and have a side conversation to kind of clear up why they weren't included. It's not that they won't be, it's just we have to start somewhere, and we're starting with nothing. We're starting with no contributions. We're offering the $2,500 per school. That's what we're doing to start off with just for now. And then as we get sponsored, Ford and JC help us figure out how they will donate to the foundation, it will increase, and the donations will be added to the grant form, and then the grant will rise above that $2,500. So I just thought I'd explain that part to everyone. And then point two, let's see, we also started our second round of our charity poker fundraiser. It started January 27th through the 30th. That was very successful. We ran 3 tables 2 days in a row, so that's something we've never done before. So it is increasing. And our next round would be March 24th through the 27th, and then May 5th through the 8th. And what that is, for those of you that don't know, we use the charity poker funds to sponsor our scholarships for the Thurston students at our high school. That's what we fundraise for that, and we will soon be adding more funding to that as well, because that this year will be $1,500. So we're able to do that. So we are increasing as we go along in the progression. It's just taking some time, but we getting somewhere finally. And I think that's about it. Are there any questions so far for me?
Are there any?
Or concerns?
I have one.
Yes.
Where is the poker?
So it's always at All Star Lanes. And that's on Ladd Road. And we only run the morning shift. We do from 11, we do 2 shifts. So we start at 11, it's from 11 to 6, and we run 2 shifts, 11 to 2:30, and then 2:30 to 6. So if you want to volunteer, you'd be more than welcome to volunteer for either one of those days if you are available. But I am there every day for the whole shifts, each day, each session. We've only been audited that one time I told you about, and that went actually well. The audit went very well because we actually learned things that we did not know. Any other questions in regards to that?
Thank you so much.
Okay, and I have one last thing that's not
Okay.
pertaining to that, Madam President, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I heard about all the other schools, and because I'm Nana, now I'm not South Bradford president right now. So now I am Pierce Middle School dance and cheer team Nana. I haven't heard anything about them, and I would like to announce y'all with our insurance. Okay, and we have been managing to hold first place
All right.
state champs. This will be the 3rd year. Let me
That's
just
all right.
say that. And they are preparing for competition for this week coming up. So if you see me duck out, it's because I have to go get a beer at 7.
Yes, okay.
And that will be all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is presentation of Thurston High School Furniture Program Project Part 2.
Thank you, Madam President. At this time, I would like to turn it over to our 2 partners from TMP Architecture, both Kyra Copeland as well as Kayla Harris, who are here tonight to join the board to present Phase 2 of the Thurston High School Furniture Project. And so with that, I will turn it over to the 2 of them, and Kayla at the moment.
Thank you all. Thank you all for having me tonight. I'm so excited to present to you Thurston High School Furniture. This will be our last furniture package of this bond. And I just wanted to say it's been such a pleasure to work with you all throughout this process of furniture and the architectural projects, and you have a wonderful cabinet and staff, and I really enjoyed all of our meetings to design this wonderful furniture for you all. So this is Phase 2 to Thurston High School. I presented Phase 1 last year to you all, and I'll kind of go over the different areas of what that entailed last year and what's getting furnished this year in August of '26. So within that presentation, it has our floor composite, so all the colored areas are what is getting furnished this August. All the areas in gray is what was furnished last summer, so those were mainly general classrooms. And so, as I mentioned a whole year ago, is that general classrooms we designed by touring other schools and visiting different furniture manufacturers, their showrooms to really kick the tires on these pieces of furniture. So throughout those conversations, and this is the second floor, throughout those conversations of this time around for furniture, it was a conversation of really, did anything need to change from our general classrooms, what was working well, if anything needed to change, we had those conversations. And then when we got into specials, so our art, our choir, our band, classes like that, we brought in those specific staff members and chatted with them to make sure that we allocated their spaces correctly for them. So general classrooms. In our general classrooms, this is the same package that was installed last summer. We heard from feedback of staff that they were very happy with that furniture. Students have been very happy with that furniture, and it's been a real game changer for collaboration within the spaces, for students, for staff, and the flexibility with the casters on the furniture and the ability to make different groupings has really been great for curriculum and instruction. So general classrooms are all outfitted the same, and those are some images of the furniture. So 32 primary student seats, and with standing tables in the back, so we have different postures for different students. We also included the same amount of storage for students and for staff. So you see number 5 and number 7 are the same that was installed last summer. And I wanted to show how all of this furniture, there are many more ways than what these 3 options show, but there are many ways to arrange this furniture because of the shapes and the ability to stack the furniture. So we have some alternative layouts of if the teachers wanted to instruct in different ways, they can. That center layout shows testing. If there are state testings going on within the school, they're able to arrange in a way that's in compliance for testing. And so that was really important through all of our conversations with designing this furniture. Those tall tables can also be brought down to 30 inches high to be in compliance for testing as well. And that layout all the way on the right shows if you were to stack all the desks to the side, you can have a Socratic seminar and really just bring all the students into the center of the space. And if you can remember all the way to a year ago when I presented this package for the first time, I presented how we gave staff 3 options to choose from for small furniture items to be added to their package. Through some conversations with staff and with Matt and with Beth, we found that option A that we provided was most liked. And so even through staff, so we decided to place option A in every general classroom that we didn't furnish last summer. So option A is 2 upholstered lounge chairs to give students some alternate seating options and 2 personal tables. So that will be within every general classroom as well. For science classrooms, we installed 2 of these classrooms last year, and with some feedback from staff and students, we did a little bit of a redesign moving forward. You'll see number 3 is a little bit of a skinnier desk or table, and that is to allow for more flexibility within our classrooms. So a small change there, but great feedback on the tables and that they are movable, but have this epoxy surface that allows for chemicals and high heat within all of our science labs. Special education classrooms, we met with staff to specifically design our ASD classrooms. They have a max of 8 students within those classrooms. And so we provided student desks that could be brought together for group work, but also if there's students that need a little bit of individual work, those can be pulled apart as well. All of these furniture pieces specified have been used throughout the district before in all of these furniture packages. So number 2 might look familiar from our elementary packages. That's a writable surface top and the ability for students to come together during group instruction. And then a little bit of a different classroom for our certificate of completion classrooms. They had a max of 12 students within the space and wanted the ability to have students have that standing table there as well. But otherwise the same as our ASD. Library Learning Commons was a fun space to design, so we met with our media specialists there. There was already a lot of great furniture within the Media Center at Thurston High School previously purchased. So we did some cataloging of what's working well, what would they like to keep, and supplemented with some new. So this is, if anything's in gray, that means that it is existing. So we're keeping our existing student chairs, those have been maintained really well. Our existing student tables have been maintained really well, and all of our, not all of them, but most of our bookcases will be repurposed as well. So all of these images in the following slides are our new furniture that will be installed. We have some additional lounge seating. The main area that we needed new furniture in was for display, so you'll see a lot of display for bookcases. And we'll be turning in a small area of the media center into a cafe space, just with a different type of flooring and a little bit of a different feel. So we'll have that. We'll have some group work tables that's all the way on the right, with some high top tables there as well, for a little bit of a different feel for our high school students. That completes the media center. Specials is where we also got into talking with each staff individually. So specials, our main thing here was that she wanted standing height tables, so 36-inch high, that's a typical counter. And that will be a table with a unitized frame. So that just means that it will withstand a lot within these art classrooms. It's a fully welded frame on the bottom, and have some casters so that it's able to move within the space if needed. Band classroom, met with this staff member, and that will be existing student chairs, so that's why you do not see that within the package. Those have been maintained amazingly as well. So just here we have some new music stands and a new conductor stand, and then some music storage, along with some storage to cart those chairs for any performance needs, and the stands as well. Some images of those furniture pieces. And here the music furniture is the same manufacturer as what was installed in Pierce 2 summers ago. For our choir classroom, our student chairs are also going to be existing with the same well-maintained chairs there, and then with some new choral music storage. Marketing classroom, this is down in that CT Ing wing, our 800 wing. So we met with the staff member here, a full redesign to accomplish her wanting to be able to have students in their marketing on their monitors, working on their monitors, but able to turn around in their chairs and work in group work. So that's that number 4. There's the tables right behind them to have them pivot and work and collaborate together. Sound production right next door. We'll have some new student desks there, all able to have the power fed through them. And robotics, also in that same way, some new robotics tables, 2 competition tables, so that is the competition sizes that they will experience when they go to compete if it's on the tables, and also able to be placed on wheels or casters that can be moved in the space, and they can use the floor as well if they need the full competition size. And the auto shop, just adding in some student desks here for instructional when it's needed, and then able to go and work on the cars and anything else within the space that they're working on. And then our Eagle's Nest, so this is our concessions area at Thurston. Some new tables that have a laminate top and a really beefy edge to them, so that if any water or any food gets on that table, it's really going to protect that laminate on there. And then some new student chairs and stools, which are the same, that's already within Thurston's cafeteria, and some high top tables within there as well. And that completes Thurston's furniture package. Are there any questions that I can answer?
Are there any?
I have one question. The funds to pay for this is coming out of bond money, Mr. Bob?
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is discuss Thurston High School furniture project, part 2.
Yeah, thank you, Madam President. Would there be any further discussion from the board this evening pertaining to what we just heard from Kayla and Ira from TMP pertaining to phase 2 of the Thurston High School furniture project? Just an opportunity if there's any further discussion from the board following tonight's presentation. Good evening. Good evening. Seeing that there's none, back to you.
Quick question.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask, when do you guys expect the work to be completed?
Completed by the
Yes.
end of August, so by the time students are
Okay.
within the space, it'll be installed, and then we do a final punch list. So I go and make sure that all quantities are correct, that there's no damages within the space, and it's ready for students to use by the time school starts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you all, it's been such a pleasure.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is consider elementary preschool playgrounds project.
Thank you, Madam President. On February 9th, 2026, the board discussed awards for the elementary preschool playgrounds project. Bids were solicited and received for the work. The company that is recommended for the work required is Sinclair Recreation for $200,000. A 10% contingency, total expenses not to exceed $220,000 is requested to cover any unforeseen costs associated with the project. To provide the best possible pricing for the district, playground equipment would be purchased through the consortium procurement process. This bid award would be paid for out of the GSRP funds that you heard Ms. Davidson speak to at our last meeting. Madam President and members of the Board of Education, there is a resolution attached for board consideration.
Do I have a board member willing to adopt the resolution?
To the chair,
Yes.
I'd like to move the adoption of the following resolution, please.
Support. It's been moved by Mrs. Fletcher, supported by Mrs. Early. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? 7 ayes, 0 nays, resolution adopted. It's all right. Next item on the agenda is comments from the audience, topics not related to the agenda.
You have two.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Linda
Excuse me.
Simmons Mosley.
One second, I'm sorry.
I apologize.
That's fine.
I apologize.
That's fine. Linda Simmons Mosley, you may come up.
Not yet.
I have to read something real quick, then you can go. Give me 1 second. When addressing the board, please state your name, address, and affiliation. The board welcomes comments from the public and values the input our stakeholders bring to the table. The president respectfully reminds all of us, this is not a forum for debate. The board may choose to ask clarifying questions regarding and express concern, but will not respond to the concern at the meeting. You can expect a timely response from the appropriate individual. Personal matters cannot and will not be discussed in this forum. You will have 3 minutes. I will hit the, well, you can start then, I hit the button. So I'll let you know when you get down, though. So you have 3 minutes. Ready, set, go.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Linda Simmons Mosley, and I'm here to represent Optimist International. It is a 501c3 organization, and we represent youth and the community. I am a member of the Always Motivated Optimist Club. I have been involved with the Optimists since 1992. And I also am a proud resident of Redford Township. So I have a special interest in this endeavor. I thank you for allowing me to speak today. As you can see, I'm a little anxious. I didn't know exactly how to do, but
You're doing great.
I think
You're doing great.
Our organization has been established in 1911. We work with youth. Our motto is Friend of Youth. We have a $1 million insurance program for the projects that we put on. So our endeavor is to work with the youth here in the Redford Township area. My sister also is here to talk to you, so I'm going to give her some time.
Let me give you 3 minutes. Let me give you some time back in case you get to talk. I'll give you 3 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Brenda Meeks. My phone number is 313-933-4795. I'm a resident of Detroit. I also have been a member of the Optimist Club since 1992, and I'm a proud representative of optimism. And our purpose is to request that you allow us to form a junior Optimist Club. The benefits of those formation would be to build character in the students in the school district, to help children think about themselves as well as others. You have less screen time because they're busy doing projects. They expand their friend base instead of always being in cliques. They're working in teams. It looks good on their college resumes as well as employment applications. It helps build leadership skills and teamwork scenarios. It helps expand their creativity, helps implement the project ideas that they may have of their own. We don't dictate to the students what they do. We let them determine what they want to do. We are just advisors to keep them in an orderly fashion of how to do this. But it's a strictly volunteers. We are strictly volunteers. We don't get paid to do this, but we just want to work with the students. And it helps build confidence in public speaking. Personally, years ago, I would never be up here speaking to anybody. You just be surprised how it builds your confidence. And there's a lot of students who they only confident with their best friend, and that's it. So we want to help everybody kind of expand their horizon, so to speak. And it's a good use of time in community service, and that's what we want to provide. In addition, they're self-governing, as I stated. We don't dictate, they dictate to us what they like to do. They can form their own t-shirts, their lapel pins, whatever they want to do. It's like any other organization. I'm sure everybody is welcome to more volunteers, because the more people work, the more we can get done. In addition, just to name a few of the projects that they can possibly do, in addition to what they may want to create, would be working with foster kids, collecting things to donate to foster children, healthy eating speakers, projects, marches, let's say for sickle cell, childhood cancer, kidney. They have a foundation walk at the zoo in May. We provide cards maybe to first responders, senior citizens' homes, whatever they want to do and we feel is good. It may even help with suicide prevention. We can provide speakers. They may want to have a talent contest. There's just a whole variety of activities that could take place. In addition to that, as my sister stated, the organization has a $1 million insurance. So when we give projects, it's a liability insurance. So especially if we're off-site, that covers that. So it's not something that you'd be responsible for, and that's a winner as far as I'm concerned. But most of all, I appreciate your time and consideration, and I thank you, and I hope this is a yes. Thank you.
Excuse me,
Yes, ma'am.
are there any questions?
To the chair?
Yes?
Just two. Which ages or grades would be in your junior club?
That will be determined by you all. We can work with elementary, junior high, or high school, depending on what your need is.
My other question for you was is it a during school club or is it like an after school club?
That too will be determined by the participants. We're flexible. We have all different ages of club members. So some work days, some are retired, so we can work with the activities and the projects that we decide to do kind of effectively.
Anyone else?
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. I just want to say one thing about the Optimist Club. I am a member of the Optimist Club, and
Why is that not surprising?
and I have been a member for I don't know how long. Quite a while. Okay.
It sounds like a great program.
It is a great program.
Yeah.
Next item on the agenda is Plus Delta Plan for Improvement. Mrs. Davidson.
Madam President, what processes help the board's work this evening? Pluses.
To the chair?
Yes?
My plus today is that I appreciate everyone who came out to the meeting tonight to present to us and provide us with the information. So thank you for that.
Anyone else?
Okay. Opportunities for improvement. What processes would help the board's work in the future?
To the chair?
Yes?
I do have one little one. I don't remember the last time the SREA presented to us. So I'm not sure why they're not showing up on days that they're scheduled to report back, if there's something we need to work out with them. But I feel like it's important to hear their voices and the teachers and the union and everything too. So I'd really like for them to come, however we get them to do that. That's it.
I do have one.
Okay.
I like the fact that the meeting just kept moving. Everybody stayed on topic. And even our comments from the audience, they were very concise, very interesting. And I thought that was very helpful to the board as a whole.
Very, very good. That's it? Well, if there's nothing further that comes before this board, I adjourn the meeting at
7:12.
7:12.